Welcome to chapter 5, indices and logarithm. So the first part you need to learn is on how to simplify an initial expression. Before we learn all that, we need to know the rules of indices. Let's say I have a power of m times a power of n. So this a we call it as base to the power of m times a to the power of n. We will get a to the power m plus n. Let's say I have a to the power of m dy a to the power of n. I will have a to the power m minus n. Let's say I have a to the power of n to the power of n. I will get a to the power of mn. Let's say I have a times b to the power of n. I will get a to the power of n, b to the power of n. Let's say I have a over b to the power of n, and I will have a to the power of n dy b to the power of n. Let's say I have a to the power of negative n. This will be giving me 1 over a to the power of n. Let's say I have a to the power of 1 over n. This will give me a root of n of base a. Let's say I have a to the power of n over n. This will give me root of n and with base a power of m. Let's say I have a to the power of 0. This will give me 1. Anything power of 0 will give me answer of 1. So you need to know all these rules before we simplify an initial expression. Let's move on to the example. So let's say we need to simplify this equation. I have 5 power of 4n plus 2 times 25 dy 5 to the power of 6n minus 1. We need to make the base to the lowest value. So always make the base to the lowest value, which is around 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. All these values are the lowest base. So in this case, we know that the lowest base will be 5. So I can change it to 5 to the power of 4n plus 2 times 5 power of 2 dy 5 to the power of 6n minus 1. And I know that times with the same base will give me a plus on the power. So plus 2 dy 5 power of 6n minus 1. So this will give me 5 4n plus 4 minus bracket 6n minus 1. And this will give me 5 4n plus 4 minus 6n minus will give me a positive 1. And at the end of the result, this will give me negative 2n plus 5 on the power. So this is the answer. For question B, we need to solve this, simplify this question into this form. So we have this. 1 over 27 means that 1 to the power 1 over to the power of 3 power of 3 and x negative 1 over 2 y to the power of 3 over 4 bracket with square over x to the power of negative 3 over 2 y to the power of negative 2. So what we do now is to transform this into the indices form of this 3 to the power of negative 3 because it is 1 over 3 power of 3. So if you bring it up, it will be negative x to the power of negative 1 over 2, y to the power of 3 over 4, and the whole equation here will be power of 2. dy x to the power of negative 3 over 2 times negative 2 will give you a positive power 3, and this will give you a negative 2 power. So then times this in, it will give you 3 to the power of negative 6, x to the power of negative 1, and y to the power of 3 over 2, dy x to the power of 3, y to the power of negative 2. And in this case, this will be 3 power of x6 x minus 1 divide x power 3 will minus 3 given here, and y to the power of 3 over 2 minus 2. So this will give you a positive answer. So at the end of the result, this will give you 3 power of negative 6, x power of negative 4, and y to the power of 3 over 2 plus 2 by using calculator. This will give you a 7 over 2. If we compare this answer with this, we know that A will be equal to negative 6, B will give you a negative 4, and C will then give you a 7 over 2. So these are the answer for these questions.